Cassandra here with Snake River Custom Design. So I've been asked to do a video to show how I use wristbands on the tumblers, 20 ounce, and make it simple. So I'm going to do a quick video. Sorry, I'm a little groggy. It's way late. But I want to get this done before I do the 4th of July camping. So, alright, what you start with is you're going to want to print your image. I took pictures beforehand, so you'll see those posted before the video of what you're supposed to do to measure it, so you know your actual measurement. Before I load it up, I use Photoshop. It's worth learning. If you're using some of the other, like Canva, there's so many. Photoshop is worth it. If you've got a project that you want to do, all you have to do is go to YouTube and literally search every step of the way. You'll learn the program, and you'll learn it and be able to do it all by yourself and be able to do things that you'll look back at those other programs and kind of laugh at. But everybody's got their way of doing things, so I don't put down nothing. But all right, so I did Garbage Pail Kids. I reversed the image, obviously, so it's going to be reversed in your. Actually, it comes. Okay, you can see it your way because we got it on camera, but in my way, it's totally reversed. Anyway. So what I've already done here is I've got it cut exactly because I measured it as I've shown you in the pictures. And I don't worry about the top and the bottom. And I'm going to show you why. There's no need to. All you have to do are the sides. But you want it exact. You don't want any of this white right here. Like, it's better to go cut over on this side more than it is this side, because if you, like, leave any of this, you're just going to have a white line on your tumbler. And those seams that you want to get so perfect would never happen. I do so many of these, I get pretty good at cutting them. But I gotta be honest, I usually don't scissor them every time. I've got myself a... You know how you went to school and you got one of them down cutters? Or like the teachers use? I have one of those. But I'm up in my living room, not down in my studio. So I'm trying to do a quick video before I go camping. And this is about the most tired video that I'm doing, so I hope I don't screw this up for you guys. But I shouldn't. I make so many of these every day. Okay. Now, best way to test this, instead of... I remember first doing this, you'd lay it down and try to wrap. What are you doing? Don't do that. Okay. So, as long as your bottom portion... See, look, I've got a little boo-boo here. It starts, so it printed this way. Got a little white there, see? So I'm going to take off some of that white. I'm going to show you why. I want a very even bottom. I've gotten really good at doing this. I just do so many of them. Okay. Best way. Boom. I'm going to try to do it in the camera as much as possible, but you don't turn it. That's how it's going to be the straightest that you'll ever get it. Just like that. Well, obviously take off the top. Told you I was tired. Biggest thing that you have to align. And it's not even the paper. Remember, I cut some of the paper. That's why I cut that bottom part, remember? Top's not going to align. That's why I cut the bottom. Once you align that bottom, watch. This will work. Always keep the bottom aligned, flush when you hit the bottom. You've always been trying to wrap those. I'm going to try to get the camera. You always try to wrap them. You just do a quick pull tight wrap. Pick what side you want to lay down. Yes, one overflaps the other. So, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to choose this side. So, tight, tight. Always do the middle. Boom. It's going to go over, and you want it to because you don't ever want masking tape touching your cup. Heating tape, just fine to touch it. And I don't suggest all that crooked blue tape. I buy this off of Amazon. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see where I'm reaching. Cool dispenser. Got a couple of them on there. Just the brown. I get a subscription that sends it to me, and I do get this off Amazon, by the way. Different sizes, but I prefer that size. Sorry, I don't do many YouTubes. Well, then I'm like, just trying to help people out a little bit. Okay, the ends, you do want to try to do a real close push. I know you're worried about those ghostings on the end, but watch. It ain't going to happen. Let it hang over. See how I have it hanging over? I'm going to push that right there closer together. That's not a good thing, but hanging over. I'm going to show you why here in a sec. Okay, push it really hard down. You know what you're going to want to do? It isn't the grasping and putting it together. It's make sure it's hard here. Now that's where you're at. For those that get that seam that shows like a little white line, that's why. You just gotta rub the crap out of this. Now watch. You don't even have to do much more than that. Then you take your masking tape, make it go over. You see me doing this line work, I actually do like close to 50 of these a day. Well, usually between 50 and 75. Depends on my orders that day. Trying to do it slow and make sure it shows up in the video. Okay, then you do that. Now that's where you just rub. Boom, simple. You're done. Take a pair of scissors. Try to do this. And do the other end. Reason why is that heating tape, you are just fine letting that, like, you could wrap that all over the tumbler, you'd be fine. Masking tape, you are going to need Goopy Gone to get that off your tumbler, and you don't want to even go there. But the reason why you want the masking tape is because once you put this in the heating oven, that heating tape can lift up. And that's why you get ghosting. Anything that isn't covered by masking tape, that heating tape lifts up and let air in. Air seeps underneath. But you don't want to put anything at the ends of these except, here's your next step. I got boxes and boxes of these things. Okay. So we're going to only need 2 of these for this tumbler. And what these are youth size. Make sure that's a huge importance because the adult size, they just won't be tight enough. So youth sized silicone wristbands. Just the real cheap ones. I get a ton of them on Amazon for a whole bundle of them. I mean, it's a whole lot of them. I think it's like $8 is all. I choose white because I don't want to ever have, sometimes I don't do a full wrap. I'll do, I do bullet tumblers, shotgun tumblers, all different types. I got like youth tumblers, baby bottles, sippy cups, everything. I don't ever want like a color bleeding onto a tumbler because I don't always do a full wrap. Sometimes I'll just use these to hold on an image onto a different cup, and it's good. So always go with white. If you get one that gets too stained, toss it out. It's like $8 for gobs of them. And it's a whole lot less than what you go through. I don't know. There's so many new steps out there. It's crazy. So what you do is you just stretch it. I usually put it between my legs. I know you're not going to be able to see that from here. Okay. Turn it. Boom. Okay, I'm going to bring it back up here and move the camera. Okay, I always start at the opening. Pull it down so you don't actually move the whole image itself. Okay, now this is where you're going to look on the inside. And just line it up to the end. Don't want to go too far over, then you're going to have your ghosting problem again. So, alright. So, the end of my tumbler is that far down. And I'm going to go follow that. See, I went too far. It's a whole lot easier to do when you're not so tired. I sit here and do a lineup. Alright, that's just about up to the edge. I keep wanting to go too far of every tumbler. Now you'll flip it around. Now, yeah, you don't want to go too far over because then it's going to ghost because it creates those wrinkles. I think you'll see them right away. So just bring it up. Cool. Okay, now that I got it ready, like, look how simple that is. We're going to go over to the oven, and I'll start it up again.